All right, what's up, guys? Who don't watch this video? So today I'm going to do some tactics, and then also want to possibly look at the tartakower defense. Which let's take a look at this. The Lion and the Queen's Gambit decline. That's something. This castles, and then it's that move right there. So I want to take a look at either fixing the center with c takes d4. This isn't standard move order. I don't know what the standard move order is, but I have to figure out exactly what it is, because we'll also have to worry about this pawn thrust right there, c5. So, all right, let's take a look here. This doesn't have very many squares. So what happens if I go here? Knight here. Knight takes. Rook takes. There's no discovery of check to pick up the rook. So there's something like this, and then with knight here, knight takes. Rook can't recapture. We'd probably take with the rook, so we don't have the head. I think that's it. Alright, so I'm a little hungover today. Just a few glasses of wine and some booze at dinner. Nothing crazy. But because I'm an old man, I feel it. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Rook over. I have to figure out which rook now. I can't tell which rook. And then if they bring a rook to defend it, then if I take, rook takes, knight captures with a check, and then picks up that piece. So now the only question is, why would I have to keep one rook versus the other? I guess I want to keep this rook so that they can't take this pawn and have an escape out. So I'm going to do this. Now I didn't think about this. I guess I can bring the knight into here, check, and it's protected by this. Pick up this, but then how do I deal with g5? Cutting off coordination between that. So let's say I go knight h6, king h7, and then I grab this. Oh, but then if g5, I can swing this into here, but that's only makes kings on h7. So if king went to g7 instead, so see, knight h6, king g7, rook takes. Oh, but I always have this escape square right here. So let's do that. All right, the computer recommends doing this. It's no big deal. Grab another pawn. So I was saying, if instead computer played this, I have this move right here. Very nice. All right, let's take a look now. So let's take a look at hanging pieces right here. First thing I instinctually think of is if on there I have this discovered skewer on the knight and the bishop. However, the queen can recapture right here. And I think I can just swing a rook in, pick it up, pick up a piece. I could also, so if takes, queen takes. What about this move right here? So then I'm going to have to decide which rook I need to use, but this has to be it. Okay, so queen takes. Now we have to decide which rook we use. So moves that I'm considering: g5 here, and then I don't know which rook would come to e8 to put additional pressure on these pieces. The thing is, if I bring a rook here, there is this intermezzo in between move threatening the rook. However, I can take with check. The queen's not really forced to recapture. I'm assuming the queen would recapture, and then rook grabs it, and there's no additional threats. I just don't understand why the f. What would be the benefit of the f rook or the c rook? I don't understand. I don't understand. The only reason that I'm going to choose the c rook is it's more bringing another attacker in towards the king, and also keeping pressure, x-raying this queen for potential tactics in the future. I don't really know why one would be preferable over the other. So. Okay, so this one, I'm assuming the reason people would get this one wrong would be the use of this rook. So what is wrong with this rook? Oh, it forks both of these. I'm a big dumb idiot. All right. I love those gray yoga pants. Make your ass look ridiculous. All right. Let's see. It's one of these problems. Queen on the next move. And then I am also at risk for perpetuals. So these tactics I have a lot of trouble with. A ton of trouble. Oh, thank you. That means I used 3 socks yesterday.
No, there's a few that can match up. motorcycle. The 4 missing pairs.
You do my hand wraps for Muay Thai.
You need more?
No, I need to. We need to wash them.
Okay.
I feel you, dog. Oh. All right, so let's take a look at some of the candidate moves that we have and kind of walk through there. So you can see we go here, 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 and we can also go here. So those are all of the moves that we have. So we have 6 possible moves, and we have to determine why one would be better than the other. So things that I've got to look out for are forks. Essentially what needs to happen is I need to be able to stop checks without the queen having control over the 8 square. It's just what needs to happen. And I need to not get mated in the process, which I seem to always do. So my instinct is to run away from this. So if I were to go, let's take a look at this first one. If king b2, then we have queen, we have either queen f6 or queen g7, check. And then if king to a7, or a2, I'm sorry, his king can just pick up this piece with the skewer. So if I go here and the queen comes along this diagonal, checking me, if I go here, the queen can move again from here. So these squares. This also will control that. So that doesn't seem like a good option. I probably want to go here. However, with here, if so, say king b2. Sorry, king b2. Oh, you too. Oh my god. He always hates you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's amazing. Hey, babe. Never mind. Love you. All right, so king b2. Oh, I was going to say. I was going to say the charger's not plugged in, but it is plugged in. All right, so king b2. Let's say queen at f6, and then if I escape up to I don't know. Then if I escape up to king a3, queen to f8, check, and then if I go back down here, I don't understand what the tactic. I need to. Oh, you know what? No, that doesn't make any sense. I can't block, give check while the queen's here, like blocking the check. My king's here, because then the king just takes, and then now I'm playing a losing endgame, a rook versus queen. So I don't want to do that move. What about king? Bye, boo. King c1. I guess they don't have a check here or check here. I guess that's the point. Is this pawn and this king together stop checks on c1, I hope. Neat. Okay. You can tell something that should have been really simple like that is incredibly difficult for me to see. I don't know why. Just because there's so many variations. And we take a look at this one candidate move, and then from here we have two candidate moves, and then from this one we have two, and then from this one, so it just trees off, just branches off, and it gets ridiculous, and my tiny little brain can't compute. All right, so we have this fork right here and here. Takes, check. No, not really anything. I want to start gaining space here. Just thinking what I would. Okay. So if there's some way to force this king to a different square, not protecting this, we pick up the rook. I'm gonna bring the king here. Actually, bring the king here so that I can push this pawn, and if this pawn takes, knight takes. I think this is move. Yeah, it's neat. Now we're up the exchange in the in-game evil pawns. So they're still tricky for me to win. I need to start the in-game. So the whole point of that is if, for instance, some other move like this, I can push this pawn, and because the king's here, he doesn't have a check here, here, or here, has a check here, but I bring king down, and if he does something like this, I can do this, and then get a queen. I need a really good endgame. So it's dope. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go here. Doing this. The king is confined to the 8th rank right now. If I could get a rook here, that would be checkmate. So what about going here and then here? Does he have anything in the meantime? Not really. This is not a discovered check. I'll go here. And then I want to go here. Alright. Let's see if we can get all these green. We just have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get 9 more in a row. This whole bottom thing green. Okay. We have this. which I think can be met with that, but if you do that queen here, and then there's all sorts of things. So I want to start with that so that I can do something, so that I can go bishop here, then place my bishop on f3 and threaten mate with that. I'm going to start with that. Nope. I guess why not threaten mate right off the bat, huh? And then what? This one's a queen? Alright. Alright. So we can dislodge the queen. We have a double attack on the rook and the bishop. There's no longer any back rank issues because of this little h6 move maneuver. If this move, then bishop takes. That was nothing. We're going to move like d4, threatening d5. Does that do anything? Is that too slow? Do I have a chance to react? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it. No. That was pretty fucking obvious. Right away. Get that. Alright, so we have some discoveries on this queen, which is hanging. We can't brute force in and just take this bishop. So we lose our queen, which is also hanging. And there's not much of a follow-up for that. Also, this pawn can't take this rook right now because it's pinned. Oh, this is a crazy position. We're gonna move like g3. It's gonna force the queen somewhere, and then if the queen doesn't stay on this rank, then this gets taken, and the queen doesn't stay on this diagonal. Queen takes. So this is pretty tricky right here. Then we can get out of it with rook to e4. Because, well, no, because the knight can take and then pick up the queen here. So it just gets a free rook. So we can actually get out of it with rook to... Okay, so rook to f3, queen takes, rook takes, but then we're down a piece. Materially. So it doesn't do it. It's not enough. What about rook takes? I think that's it, because if queen takes, checkmate. So now we pick up a queen, or a rook. Here we go, looking good. All right, there's a lot going on here. Let's try and take this all in. This is hanging. We'll just take it. Oh, pawn. So, I like this move with this bishop. Well, no, I guess it's not that good because knight just takes. Or rook just takes rook, and then I'm down in exchange. Nothing special there, although I do have this pawn recaptured. So actually, are we materially even? 1, 2, 3. So rook takes check, pawn recaptures. Knight recaptures, attacking this, and I think that's the way to go. Looks like a piece. No? Fucking great. Why do I have to I have to take that pawn? Because if I take, he takes. Fucking moron. Still up, but I guess it's not enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's not as crushing. Oh no, he's up. Alright. So this is super weak. I have this German checkmate. I'm picking up that knight. Is there anything else? Probably not. Okay. Okay, so what I was thinking right off the bat was this, forking this and this. However, this rook was here, so then if I take, rook takes, then I fork, but I have this bishop, unfortunately, stopping that from happening, which is whack, son. So let's see here. There's a lot going on. I can even look at something like rook takes, because if queen takes, knight check, discovery on the queen. So let's take a look at if rook takes, queen takes, and yeah, I think we're just gonna pick that piece up. All right. It's good. I feel good about that one. There's a lot going on. I saw it pretty quickly. Let's see if we can get back up into the 2000s. Again, there is a lot going on here. Knight takes, bishop takes, on that. Queen is on pre. Do anything like this, knight takes, not quite. What about this? Knight takes, bishop takes, check, picking this piece up. right. So this is hanging, and he has some back rank issue. It's not hanging. We have this queen there. Queen's kind of low on squares. Queen doesn't have this square, this square, this square. That square loses the exchange. Actually, more than that, it's threatening me. Does not have this square, does not have this square. Has that square until this comes to here. Does not have this square. Does, however, have that square. So what I'm looking at is this, and then queen here, rook to d6, chopping off this. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Okay. Right, so let's take a look at instead coming to this square. I would have gotten this wrong. D6 forces this back to here. Okay, so I would have gotten that wrong because this is better. Because it just picks up a whole rook. Alright, that would have been really difficult for me to see. Okay, so I have this skewer right here. Skewering these guys. However, they can rearrange themselves either to rook on d to e1 or rook on e to d2. So either skewing it over here or skewing that over there. So they're now protecting each other. And I don't have much. So what I want to do is I want to bring this over here, controlling this square so that I can then bring my queen up here, threatening maybe at the same time, as well as skewing that if the queen comes to here to protect this square, then I take with the rook. However, if the queen goes to this square to protect that square, I don't know what to do. Maybe just queen over to h6. Would that work? Something like this. Okay, let's take a look at what would have happened in that variation. So it looks like h6, queen h6, stopping this. So we'd just be able to look. So we're threatening. We have this threatening to lose more than the exchange because we can't recapture without checking. So we can bring this rook here, attack the queen. So rook to d5. Let them pick up a pawn, which would be annoying. I also have this. I think this is better. Let's see. This bishop here seems really annoying because it's threatening mate, the queen, which they have to address. Probably with it. Well, this check doesn't do anything except drop a rook. Uh, Queen takes. I think this is the move. Attack and defend. So I think if I go King G1, I have Queen, Rook E7, Rook takes, and then this seems bad. So I think the move is a Rook here. Now, faced with another obstacle. Do we take with the bishop or do we take with the rook attacking the queen? What would be the benefit of one versus the other? Oh, that's stupid. I don't have a choice. Okay, so let's take a look. What is some sort of? This looks like some sort of Sicilian dragon thing that's happened. We captured here. Castle Long sort of structure seems very dragonish. I don't really play the dragon, but watch people play it. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on. I want to go here. I want to take, but I don't know how good that is after rook here or even rook here. Opening this file on my already somewhat weak king with not a lot of defenders. So I could pick this up, but would it even matter? Something like this. Eight or not? Well, probably a good sequence. Check. Picks that up. Or even check. And then here, picking that rook up. So it's probably not good. It's probably a poison pawn. That looks nice. Wait a second. Be right back. All right, back. Let us continue looking. There's no discoveries. This night fork doesn't really do anything. Not really a night fork. I'm not seeing anything really. Though also another reason this is just idiotic is because of this. I don't know if that needs to be said. Pawn takes. He captures. Check. Um, okay. So this one's somewhat hard for me to see because materially we're equal. About equal. I'm up like just a tiny edge. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like much. Oh, the computer disagrees, so be it. Okay, this bishop has this flight square. It's this, and this. Not really. It's a queen battery. Well, this forces this away so that I can pick up this knight. Okay. Threatening bad things. See if you can make more bad things. What about pawn g3? And the bishop takes. Knight takes. Knight check here. So let's see. That's pawn 3 idea. Pawn to b3. Bishop takes. Knight check. King in here. Queen over here. And that seems pretty disastrous. So if king takes, then queen comes back in. Let's take a look at the alternate capture and then solve that for mate real quick. So either here or here. Alright, I'm gonna a few more if I take a little cat nap. I'm tired. I would like to. Let's take a look at the tartakower. Okay, so this is what I want to look at. I want to look at B6 instead. So up here, B3. Bounces. I have to fix the center. What about instead this move? Why do I not have the pure analysis on? This is really good. This knight b7. C takes d5. Okay. If instead e2. I'd like to see the engine's evaluation of this. So this is completely equal. Let's take a look. This is a position I keep encountering over and over and over. That's not my password. I don't know where it is. So let's take a new game. And I have this. Actually, here's the move order that I was playing. Let's do a fresh one. This is the game that I play over and over, and I win about 50% of the time. Yes. Then instead of going into Nimzo, they play this. Five, bishop e7, move of 3, castles, e3, e6. And sometimes they play rook c1, sometimes they play knight d5. It doesn't matter. Bishop comes out. Play rook c1. Castle. Now at this point in the game, they always play c5. Play c takes d5. E takes d5. So here it looks like a3. So let me rook here. Let's see what this analysis for real quick. What should I do? Bishop g5. It doesn't matter. Do this. Castle, e10, e6, e3. So I would do rook c1 here probably. Do knight b7. I typically don't play with the exchange. The c takes d4. What would be played here would be this move. So we're even. Now, I don't think. Does he recapture with the knight? Let's take a look at this. First one is knight takes. So immediately challenge that right here. Okay, so let's take a look at that. If knight recaptures, we have this move. Challenging this. If it takes. Now we have a comfortable position. So what else? Probably take. Let's see. Knight takes. Okay. I like this position. This seems very comfortable. Very comfortable for white. We both have symmetrical pawn structures. Equal space. I mean, I could argue that this is a little bit more space, but that's not really anything. My knights are going in the center. Let's control this square. Probably don't want to come into here. I'd probably go use this, honestly. We'll probably exchange here. No, that's bad. Wouldn't do that. No. So, he takes. Bishop takes. See, my instinct's going to be here. Yeah, which it's that. Right to here. And why this takes. So this is enough compensation for that pawn, I guess. Oh, I'm not going to put down the exchange. So did this. That's equal. So from here, maybe the 7 castles, c5. C takes d5, but c takes d5. Bishop here. That's like this. And then continue down this road. Alright, so that position, I would say right here is the position that I continually reach. Okay, what about this, and this? What about playing from this position? C takes d4 is really easy. Because knight takes d4, knight takes knight. It's going to take with the bishop. So we keep that diagonal. I know how to play. We have to move this to keep that out of range. Queen e2. Why not this? Oh, that drops there. Queen e2. We're going to try that. All right. Let's do a few more tactics and then call it a day. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. No one's watching this thing. It's a shit. So, we're starting to get a mating net. Our moves that we have are here or here. I guess here. These are 3 candidate moves. Let's take a look. King 2, H2. Sure. Sure what they have. So we're also threatening mate right here. All right. So say, okay, let's take a look at this. King to F2, check. I don't know. I don't know. This one's a change. So this one, if I take, can't recapture, because if I do, I mate. This also eliminates check. You can't pick. Sorry, you can't pick this up. So, no. All right. Well, that's enough of that for today. I guess. Let's just do one more. So if queen recaptures knight, but they'll probably take it. We'll have to take with the pawn. So I can force the queen to recapture here. That was trying to go. Okay. If the knight goes here, queen recaptures. Um, okay. I've dropped a nice 60 points right at the end. Good job. All right. That's all for now.